God creates out of the chaos. Chaos was overcome on day one when God released the creative power by his spirit and light when he spoke to begin to build and bring blessing out of creation. The Lord always blesses even in the midst of chaos. It doesn't matter what chaos is going on in the world around you. Doesn't matter if the whole world is formless and empty. When you are walking with God, when you are walking with the Spirit, God is going to bring chaos to a halt, and he's going to bring the blessing. The creative power and potential is released in the midst of the chaos, because the good news is God creates out of chaos. The biblical pattern is he's always working first chaos, and then he brings what he wants out of it. So we see it at creation, but I want you to think about it like this as well. One of the most important acts of God in the Hebrew scripture is God bringing the children out of Egypt. He redeems them in the midst of chaos. The chaos that comes on Egypt, we'll talk about more in a minute, and then he brings them to the Red Sea. He parts the Red Sea. And that's what you have to understand. That is a picture of creation where the Spirit of God hovered over the sea and brought the dry ground out. God was doing for Israel what he did at the beginning of creation, coming and controlling the chaos to make a way when there seemed to be no way. God redeemed them from in the chaos. And so the good news is that we don't have to fear the chaos. God's blessing comes out of the chaos. In fact, it was the chaos in Egypt in the days of Moses that caused Israel to leave with the wealth of Egypt. And it was true in the days of Joseph. Famine, greatest transfer of wealth. So when we're walking with God, like sons of Issachar, the greatest transfers of wealth happen in the midst of chaos, crisis, and calamity.